Hi, hi, Paige. Hi, how you doing? Hope your pregnancy is going well, my darling. It's lovely to connect with you all. It's really lovely to see you. Let me just see if anyone's come on Facebook. Right. So I'll just let a few more people join. Oh, hi, Alexandra. Hi, it's lovely to see you. Well, I wish I could all see you. I can see you, and that we could do all this live. But it is lovely to see you on Instagram. It's great. Hi, Becky. Hi, darling. Lovely to connect with you all. So this is really lovely today. So I've come on today to, let me just, hi, Louise. Hi, darling. So I've come on today just to have a little bit of a chat about the effects of the moon. And then we're going to call in the moon goddess Selene. Oh, I'm just adjusting my moonstone there, which is all connected up with the magic of the moon at the moment. So I'm going to call in the magical moon goddess Selene, and then we're going to journal what we need to let go of. God, I was at school with you a lifetime ago. How are you doing, darling? Hi. So then we're going to journal what we want to let go of, or what we need to let go of, and do a release ceremony. And then we're all going to join together in a virtual circle to heal and manifest. Okay. Lovely. So today we're just coming out of the real full, I think it peaked last night in a lot of places, depends where you are, but we're just ending. Now this is the September full moon, which is also known as the harvest full moon, and it comes because as the evenings are getting darker in most of the areas, most places, and the moon is so bright right now, and the farmers used to do their work on the end of the summer crops to bring all the harvests in. So it was known as the harvest moon. But it's really interesting as well, because this moon isn't just Thomas, it's also all about the moon illuminating our pathway, illuminating a light on our path so we can see where we're going. Also, the full moon is all about, it's like a spotlight that lightens ourselves up so that we can have a look about what we need to work on and what's going wrong and right for us. So it's a lovely time to pause, because sometimes it's all a bit like when we make these New Year's resolutions in January, and we celebrate the New Year's Day and just say, right, this year I'm going to do this, this, and this. But by, a few weeks later, or me the next day, never drinking again. I'm never going to do that again. And let me just pull that out of the way there. And then you let go of your resolutions. So it's a really lovely thing to set your resolutions by the full moon. So you can then release, so it gives us chance to realize or what we want to change, and then we go into the new moon where we set new intentions and then let go of them. So we're constantly looking at how we're doing and where we need to fine tune our lives, change things, what lessons we've been learning. So it's a lovely time to check in with ourselves. Hi, Courtney from Texas. Lovely to connect you. And Beverly. Yeah, wow, it's lovely to see you. I it the other day. It is so hot and humid over here. I just chopped my fringe. I am actually going to get to the hairdressers soon so they can do it. But thank you. Hair really annoys me. I'm not a hair person. Thank you, though. Oh dear. I hope I can see the people coming on. I don't know whether you all signed up and got your worksheets that you can do. Hi from London. Hi, Paula. So if you get a worksheet which tells you all about what's going on within the moon and what we're going to do. And so I can see in the group, let me just have a look. So I can see somebody saying, oh, we're in Spain now, but I can't see who you are for some reason. It's not coming up on my feed who's making the comments. There see now. Hi, Anne. Oh, you're in Spain now. Oh, brilliant. Well done, darling. Let me know how you're getting on. Isn't it hot? Spania. Right, brilliant. So for those coming on, we're just talking about what this full moon in Pisces means for us right now. And so, yeah, it's a time for self-reflection. Many people feel really energized. Today, I felt like I'd had about 20 coffees. It was horrible. I felt like I was physically shaken. So I was up at 5. I was up at 5 yesterday, full of this energy, but I'm tired as well. So it has knocked me this full moon. How's everybody else feeling? How have you felt over these last few days? Have you noticed the energy being different for this full moon? Who's going to tell me? How are you getting on? How are you, Anne? How's this full moon here? Okay. Yeah, it has felt a little bit like stress, I think, the energy coming off the full moon. But I think it's because this Pisces at a very deep level, so it is, yeah, up and down. I've been feeling the same. It has really, I really center myself around by the full moon, and I usually wear my my moonstone, but I felt like I was being taken off and flying, so I had to wear a more grounding stone at them, you know, because I was feeling put out. But yeah, Alexandra, yeah, always affected by each moon. And felt feeling really restless. Yes, yeah. Feel extremely emotional and unable to decipher thoughts and feelings. Okay. Feel like my relationship has a lot of strain. Yeah, I can get that. Do you know why I feel that is, Courtney? Because the full moon in Pisces is a very intuitive sign, which I'll go on to explain now. So it is all about sometimes having problems with imagination and your intuition, which we're going to work on today. We're going to do a ritual to really connect with our intuition, so we begin to get a stronger connection and really sort of get grounded in it, so we can really trust it more and more. So because today's full moon is in Pisces, the last sign of the zodiac, it comes in the last sign, so it can trigger off a lot of feelings of endings of things, but they're really positive endings, because they're necessary for growth. You know, you can't always go on the same path. You have to have endings and changes and endings and changing. So it's a little bit like the Wheel of Fortune for those that do the tarot. You know, it's that sort of feeling, I feel. So although there's endings, they're good because they're going to go on to positive new beginnings. But it is a little bit difficult, this transition through the change, stirring up some anxiety with a lot of people. Yes, Alexandra said, I'm either buzzing or agitated and conking out. Yes, I can totally get that. Emotional level, lovely energy today, but tired and a serene energy. That's lovely, Sue. That's beautiful. So yeah, so there's a lot of endings around, so it's a really good time to reflect on our year yet, but it is a really good time to just check into ourselves on our pathway and see where we're at and what we're doing. I love the similarities between sort of the zodiac and the tarot card that we've got, because each tarot card represents, or the tarot represents, a zodiac sign as well. So where is it? I had it out. Here it is. So it's the moon. moon sign, it's the moon Tarot, but it's Pisces. So the Pisces, which is a water sign, and it's got two fish. Usually it's symbolized by two fish, one going in one direction and one the other, which is all about the Pisces attention or balance between reality and illusion, which is exactly the same as the moon on tarot. So it's really interesting. Hi Sally from Florida, lovely. So it's all about tuning in right now, because we're going through that drop of the full moon. It's about really getting into trusting the magical side of life and surrendering. So when you get into, this is the moon card. This is the Journey to Enlightenment moon card, which I absolutely adore, and one of my favorites, which is the Salvador Dali moon card. So I pulled this today because this is what represents the energy right around us now. And so what it is when this card, or as it does now, it's can show up when you're not quite sure of your path forward, and it encourages you to let go of mental blocks and trust that instinct will lead you forward, and you will be able to shine your light so you know where to tread. And don't allow an active imagination to confuse you further. Allow yourself to time to feel into the situation. So really finding some time too, as one of the ladies said, she didn't decipher her feelings, and that is exactly the energy of the moon card. It's all about really, sorry, my hair's annoying me, and I'm in back to front. So it's really about being able to tune into the intuition and not be pushed and pulled by your imagination. So it's a lovely time to check into the reality of your life. Don't really know what's going on, or we don't shine a light into our shadows, and so we just go forward, living life, sometimes repeating the same patterns again and again, and not really living our life really aligned or in balance. So this is a little bit about what's going on right now. Also, oh, am I breaking up on Facebook? Is the connection not very good? Let me just see. I'm trying to watch myself on Facebook, see if I'm breaking up. So as this full moon falls at the end of the Virgo season, I don't know if anybody was on for the new moon in Virgo earlier on, or last month now. So that was all about really... Sorry, Gloria, some of the people are saying it's okay and others not, but bear with us. So I hope that this is okay. Right, so this is all about also refining your wellness routines, because it really helps if you really want to get into your intuition, that you can really be a clean vessel for your psychic needs. So you don't completely vegan and give up alcohol and all these other things, but what this suggests is that you are a clean vessel. So that means just taking a little bit of time to ground yourself, to cleanse your energy, and to even put your protection on when you're around other people, just your energy bubble, so you're not picking up on their feelings, so you get into knowing what your feelings are, and that then you can connect with your intuition. So it's really good to have that clear-mindedness. So it does take stepping into that trust and following your intuition, and notice the signs that are coming from the universe. Brilliant, Anne. I'm so pleased that you've coming out of your comfort zone and accepting. That's amazing. And it's such a good time because this full moon is really just going to really let yourself connect with that. We're going to do a lovely ritual in a minute, so that will help let go of some of your fears. Pisces is a very creative sign, as well as being intuitive and increasing your psychicness. So it's really a time where your intuition is at a peak. So it's a great time to keep a dream diary. It's a really good time to, connect up and ask for the guidance that you need. So that's what we're going to do. Are there any tarot readers on? Because a really nice thing is as well is to find the moon and just look at the card that's hiding underneath it to see what it's saying, to say, what do I need to release? And whatever's hiding behind, as we just did before with the King of Cups, that's what it is. So you can have a little look later tonight and just see what it says for you. Hi, for those that are joining on Instagram, lovely to connect with you all. Oh, brilliant, Adriana, lovely. Okay, so because we're working with the energies of this Pisces full moon, we're going to let go of any unhealthy blocks that you may feel towards your intuition, your spirituality, or your creativeness. So even if you're not looking to be more psychic, what we're actually going to do is we're going to release blocks. We become more inspired and more connected. So is everybody up for doing that? Is anybody in? Let me just see. I want to do this. Okay. Lovely, brilliant. I've got a few I ams. Yay! Okay, so yes, yeah, we've got a few. Brilliant. So I think there's a bit of delay, so I'm not quite sure how many people want it, but we've got some yeses. Yay! Okay, so as I say, it's a really intuitive time. So it's a lovely, keep a dream journal and see if you can just sit for a while, maybe just start to draw and see where these creative juices, see where you're inspired to work. So that would be really lovely. So what we're just going to talk about, or what we're going to mention here now, is we're going to release these blocks. That's going to be our intention for the release. And we're going to let go of any blocks towards our intuition, towards our spirituality, and towards our creativity. Because sometimes we don't say or write what other people are going to think. We're worried about how they're going to think it's not any good, or what are they going to think of me. And a lot of us are really insecure about coming out about their spirituality because because it's not a religion as such. Sometimes with this spirituality, a lot of people are worried about how it's going to be perceived by other people, and a lot of brilliant, talented, intuitive people are quite scared about saying what they do for a living, or what they are. So this is about really owning the energy and having a little look to see what is holding you back, and what holds you back in accepting more intuitive thoughts or more connection with the divine. So sometimes it's insecurities about what people say. Sometimes it's fear because you don't really know what's going on. And if you are development, get in touch later, because we're doing the membership where there's going to be lots of classes, but I can mention that later on. But so it's a really good time to connect into this, to look at your fears, your insecurities, and seeing where your blocks are. Some people even have blocks as you step into this really fantastic psychicness, and that they're worried what people will think about them, place where you've been burned at the stake for being a witch. But the thing is even now, when you say to people, oh, I'm a tarot reader, or I'm a spiritual warrior, or I'm a light worker, I'm a healer, a lot of people still think you're nuts. Most people think I'm nuts, whether I say it or not. But so a lot of people don't own that. How many people experience that as tarot readers or light workers? Because I know a few of you are on. How do you sort of own your energy? Do you say to people, yeah, I'm a healer, I'm a reader, I can contact this? Yeah, brilliant. So you own your energy. That's fantastic. A lot of people don't. And even when I speak to people, I mean, like my dad, and I say, yeah, I'm a tarot, he's like rolls his eyes and sort of, get yourself a proper job. And if I talk to some people, they're like, I don't really understand what you do. They sort of put up with it. But so there is fears there that block a lot of people still going further and further into this. So today we just write down, if you like, what you feel you need to release, whether it is that you've always really thought, oh, I'd love to write a book, I'd love to paint some pictures, I'd love to be more creative. And yeah, I say all special people are little crackers, definitely, but in a good way. But in a really good day. Hi, Julie. It's lovely to see you all. I'm Julie to do a little bit of a releasing. So we're releasing Ginger here. Thank you. I had a client at 1:30. What a shame. Oh, it's so lovely to connect with you. But you can always rewatch it if you like to do this release and ceremony. So have a little think about where you want to release your blocks. Is it with your writing, your creativity, or if not, just to be more connected and inspired, and to connect with and trust your inspiration and intuition even more? So what we're going to do is we're just going to do like a virtual circle where I'm opening the area. So if you just like to relax and sort of join this communal space. So I'm just going to open up this circle in honor of the moon goddess Selena. And I'm going to ask her to come to us, to guide us and watch over our wishes and accept our offer. Hi, Angela. I'm glad you've joined. So I'm just symbolically cleansing and blessing this space for the group. And trying not to burn my office in the process. Goddess of the moon, Selena, get confused. Selene, into our sacred space. We call out to you, wise goddess, to come to guide us with your divine knowledge so that we can make the right choices. We ask that you send us signs that we can follow so that we can live the life we were meant to live. To ask you to help us set ourselves free from negative behavior and thought patterns so that we can be free to live a life more aligned and right for us. We release that which no longer serves us, old fears, harmful thoughts, and negative patterns. We release all pain and blocks that keep us from and living in alignment. We also cut all cords connecting us to trauma from this and past lives. We offer up any blocks that stop us receiving divine insight and prevent us from fully opening our psychic eye. We start anew today, free of hurt and self-bondage that keeps us from manifesting the life and the desires that we deserve. We now clear space in our lives and our energy for new and amazing opportunities, insights, inspirations, and deep, meaningful connections and abundance. And so it is. If you like, you can off and thank Selene, Goddess Selene, for taking these energies away. So what we can do now is, if you'd just like to just put my candle down somewhere before I burn the place, wouldn't be the first time. Okay, so what we're going to do now is, if you just look up to the moon, if you can do, and just breathe in her energy. Place your hand over your heart and just focus on your breathing for a moment as you relax and breathe. Breathing in the positive moonlight and releasing any stress, any negative energy, any energy you no longer need, anything that doesn't serve you anymore. So we're just breathing in and relaxing and breathing out. And feeling the release of any anxieties and stress. I breathe in this healing energy and the moon energy. I feel the light filling my body and cleansing me, healing me, and bringing me into balance. Meanwhile, I feel myself opening up my psychic eye and connecting more strongly my intuition. Just stay still for a moment and feel the universal energy. And just send them up there, send them up to the moon goddess, to feel and see where you get your answers. Be aware and more mindful over the next couple of days, so you can start feeling the messages. You may receive the message now, but if not, just remember the message may come at a later date, okay, in the next couple of days. So just sit and be in peace for a moment while you receive the insight. Released what no longer serves us. We're just going to set our group intentions. So those that are on Instagram and Facebook, we're just going to set our group intentions. Now, normally this is done with the new moon, but what we're going to do is join up with this magical energy as we're releasing, and there's space, and we're going to put these new thoughts and manifesting wishes out there. So we're going to connect up as a circle to send out the others within the group. So it's a bit like when you do the power of 8. I don't know whether you've seen that, but what we're going to do is, as we're sending energy out to others to manifest, that energy comes back to us tenfold. So it's almost like giving a super boost to anything that we're manifesting. So we're manifesting for others, but what's coming, it's coming back at us to help us heal and manifest. Okay, so whatever your intention are, if there's a group comments, if not, my group intention is going to be that we are more intuitive, we're stronger with our intuition and with our psychic eye, so that we can see and feel the path illuminated for us right now. And if anybody else has any intentions, please just write it in the comments. Okay, is there anything coming in? Okay, so we're just going to go with this. So I'd like you all just to look by your side, as if we were all in a room together, because we're in this virtual circle together. So I just want you to hold your sisters or your brothers. I think we're all women on. But just hold in your mind's eye the hands of the person next to you as we join up in this virtual circle as well. Thank you, Andrea. Okay, so what we're doing is joining up in our virtual circle, holding the hands of the person next to you. New beginnings. Lovely. Okay, so we're just in our mind's eye. We're going to hold each other's hand. We're connecting with each other. And then we're just going to imagine ourselves coming all together in this lovely sacred circle. We've already cleansed the space, and we have the magic of the moon and the goddess Selena with us. So we're just joining up in this, building up the energy. With every breath we take, we're building this energy up, building this powerful energy up, and we can feel ourselves being safely elevated in this higher energy. I also invite you to bring your guides in, bring your healing guides in, bring your guides forward. And as we just send healing out to each other within this circle, we're just doing a group healing for ourselves. Send in healing with our guides. Passion, I send healing to this group. I send healing and love of vibration to all. I wish them to all be bathed in beautiful, universal white light. And I bring power to everybody's manifesting wishes and bring in blessings of abundance, of health, wealth, and love to all. We open up, we ask to be opened up more fully for our intuition, more power for our psychic eye, more creativity, new beginnings, and that we have more illumination to follow our life purpose. To be shown our life purpose and have illumination on our path. So now we're just going to give our thanks to all. Normally we'd sit longer in circle, especially when we start doing this in the Infinite Soul Circle Academy. It's going to be more of a private space where we'll have more time to send out energy. But now we're just bringing this energy circle to a close for a little bit so we can do some readings. But first of all, we just like to close the circle and thank Goddess Selena, Mother of the Stars, Goddess of the moon, of the stars, and life itself. We offer up our thanks for your guidance and ask for your blessings. So as we close down this sacred space with intention and thanks, and we ask that the Goddess Selena moves away, but the magic remains with us forever. So mote it be. If you have received any insights and guidance throughout your meditations, throughout your connection, that down. And then you can keep in touch with us with any changes that have been going through this manifesting, through this healing, if anything comes in for you. We will be doing another circle. So if you want the worksheets, we're doing another one on the 6th, and I will be on at the same time live next week to do some readings. I am going to get to some readings now, but it was the same time next week, okay, for just readings. If I can up as well. So for tonight, wherever you are, if you need clarity on your path when you're alone, you can always use this mantra for the new moon, for the harvest moon, to help cast light on your path. So you can just continue to call Goddess Selena into your energy and ask the harvest moon to bring light. So I'd just like to close the circle, and before we get on to do some readings, just to say to offering up a little prayer. So may your hands be cleansed so they can create beautiful things. May your feet be cleansed that they may take you where you most need to be. May your heart be cleansed that you hear its messages clearly. And may your thoughts and your throat be cleansed so that when words and thoughts are needed. And so shall it be. Okay, so I hope you all enjoyed that experience and felt the energy there. How was that for you? How was that for you? Did you feel the energy? Did you feel the magic working? So I'm just going to have a little sip of water, and I think and then we'd go and do some readings if people have some questions. So I'm just going to blow that out. Oh my God, I didn't realize how bright that was. And I can see Instagram's got a really, can you even see me there? There's quite a, that's a bit cleaner. I should have done that a long time ago. Oh, so Angela, thank you. Great. Thank you. Amazing from Maggie. Oh, thank you, my darling. Lots of releases. Oh, that's fantastic. Very relaxing. Tingly. Yes. And you know, I felt it was quite overwhelming. It felt really, really strong. And Keely, lots of heat in the hands. Fantastic. Paula, thank you. You're more than welcome. I really, really love it. Heat in the hands and relaxing. Yeah. And it's fantastic because what we're all sending out to each other, all this wonderful healing energy and beautiful thought, and bringing in all these new intentions and things we want for others, and it's all coming right back at us. So it's really fantastic, a lovely time. So let me know your experiences of how you feel that things start manifesting for you. So let me just clean up. Oh, and I'll be coming on next week at about the same time, so look out for the notifications. And if you do want a worksheet, this is for the 6th of October, and then I think it's the 20th of October for the full moon. Let me just see. Yeah, so on the 6th and the 20th, it's to work with the energies. And if you get in touch with me, I'll put your names and just need an email so I can send the worksheet out. Okay, let me get my stuff together. I don't know what pack of cards to use now. Are these beautiful? So I feel a bit drawn to my not that many cards. I'm going to do a couple of oracle cards, and I've got a couple of, these are the Journey to Enlightenment Tarot, created by myself and Daniela now. Okay, so thank you for joining for the full moon, and if you have any questions, just pop them in the comments and let me know and I shall just come to a couple of people and pull a card. First of all, I've just got a card for Maggie. Hi, Maggie. And just see these, I'm just going to pull one card for you, darling, just to see what's coming in. Oh, so do you know what I'm being shown here, Max? That you're resisting some things within your life, and now it's really time to surrender and trust that you're on the right pathway and perhaps being pulled towards changes that you're not too keen to make. But where you're resisting, it's almost like there's going to be so much growth coming in. So maybe that's your spiritual pathway, because I know you've been through so many changes, but this is saying, you know, there's more changes coming in. Don't be scared of change. Don't resist it. This is all about surrendering up and knowing, you know, waiting, as we've just done this releasing. It's like knowing your path is going to be illuminated for you, and when it shows up, just follow it. try not to be in charge of things or trying to control things. It's just about trusting and knowing that this path is opening up. So I hope that quick one. And then who have we got on over here? Just trying to do them very quickly. Right, Anne, will I find accommodation? Yes, darling, yes, you will. Let me just see what comes in for you. Will I find accommodation? Let's see what comes in about it. Yes, you will, my lovely. Look at that for you. I didn't want to go too much into it, Mags, because I didn't, it's because we're on a public forum, but I'm glad that you could take that, my darling. But yeah, surrender and go with the flow. So sorry for Anne. I have a definite yes. This is the Ace of Swords. It's a clear, inspired, powerful yes. So that's coming through. You will find it. So definitely definitely clear your thoughts and focus on the goal. There is a way towards this sort of pathway, black and white. So it's like, yeah, you have to follow the right path and it will come up for you. So at the moment it may feel like because after this, well, this was the shadow card, and so after this is the five of pentacles. So that's showing that if you stay in sort of a bit of oh God, I'm a bit worried, I'm a bit scared about things, I feel a bit stuck, then you can stay in that. Then yes, it will come in. So keep ahead of any fear, any negative thinking, especially come up or enhanced by this full moon, which is dreadful if you're feeling any insecurities. And then this is saying a definite yes. The Six of Cups comes in, so somebody will reach out for you about it, either one that you've seen or you've been in touch with. And the Ten of Cups, which is all about creating that happy life, or happy home. So that would be that's how that helps you, and I do feel it will be soon. So keep persevering and just keep going for it, and let me know how you get on. That will it be soon? It will be soon. Three of Cups. So that also may mean that it is getting out there, asking everybody. The Three of Cups is about connecting with people, networking, getting on all the local groups, perhaps the Facebook, because I think you're in Madrid, aren't you now? So it's getting onto the local group will get it through more word of mouth, so reach out with lots of people. Everybody, tell the world you're looking. Okay, so I hope that makes sense to you. Okay, let me have a little look. Okay, you can get the workbook if you get on the mailing list. At the moment, what we're doing is we're opening up the Infinite Soul Circle, where we will be doing these new moon and full moon readings, as well as we're going to call it like tarot and tea, or cards and coffee. And we're going to be doing it in a private place, and we'll also be doing mediumship circles, psychic circles, healing circles. There's lots of courses, there's master classes, there's loads going on. So what we're doing is we're going to be doing that. So to get on the mailing list about information about that and receive all the workbooks, because there'll be workbooks from now until January, every new moon and full moon with me on here. So just you can, if you message me your email, I'll put you on the mailing and get the what do we call it, workbook. And it's great. It's really fun to discover how best to work with the moon. So that's lovely, Maz. You can also even go onto my website, selenajoyloveit.com, and sign up for my newsletter. Okay, so has anybody got any questions? And Sally, yeah, the same. If you want the workbook, just message me your email and I'll put you on, or go to my website, selenajoyloveit.com. sign up for the website for the newsletter, and I send the newsletter out every new moon and full moon, so you know what time I'm coming on, what day, and you've got the workbook to work up with, because it's got quite a lot of information about the moon. So we just work through. So that's it for, you can see my little black cat paperclip. So we've got the new moon in Libra, and it tells you, you know, what to do leading up to the moon. And then we've got on October the 20th, the full moon in Aries, which is a lovely one. I'm really looking forward to doing that. So you can have a little look at that, and then we'll be doing these, as I say, every new moon and every full moon, and also weekly or bi-weekly readings. Okay. Hello, people. Hi, Cheryl. Hi, Sophie. Okay, so just let me know. Press buttons. Let me know if you have a question, anybody, and the same on Facebook. Yes, I've been asking. Brilliant. Well done, Anne. Lovely. So I'm just having a look to see. Please let me know when I get the workbook. Okay, Keely, what I'm going to do is, as you've not really got a question, if anyone's got a question, please stick it in the comments. But for Keely, what I'm going to do is just pull. Okay, first of all, a card fell out as I disappear down. I've got the Queen of Swords coming for you, Keely. So I'll pull the question in, but the guidance that comes in immediately is the Queen of Swords popped out, and the Queen of Swords energy is all about looking at things through intelligence rather than your heart, Keely. So it may mean that you really have to put some boundaries up right now, and you have to handle the situation that you're asking guidance for from intelligence. So you're not getting emotional about things. You're not getting emotional about things, and the emotions aren't affecting your decisions. So it's all about being grounded and allowing yourself to think about things more. It's also being a bit speaking your truth, and maybe even being more harsh. Okay, definitely about boundaries, because boundaries comes in as well. So maybe you need to be a little bit protected from people that are affecting your decisions or affecting your behavior, making you not walk your path and speak your truth. Okay, Keely, so I hope that makes sense to you. But it does just feel that with, I just feel like pushing people away from you a little bit, so you can really start again with this moon following your intuition as well. But it does feel like the people around you are maybe affecting that. Okay, so I hope that resonates with you, Keely. Hi, Jessica. I'm late. I know it's really hard with the time differences as well. Okay, Sally, let me just see who's over here as well. I shall get to you in a moment. But Sally, I'm just going to draw a card for you because there's quite a few on. So I just want to maybe just do a little card each so I can. So just a card for you, Sally. I'm just going to see what comes up for you right now. Okay, I've really got it time now for you, Sally, to start taking action. It really feels like the time is right for you. It's a time of growth. You're being gifted some opportunities. So I feel like telling you to grab things, to take any opportunities that you're getting in, to do things. It's been a time of growth. You are still growing now, but it is really time to take the opportunity around there and opportunities happen. So I hope that makes sense to you, Sally. Let me just know in the comments if that makes sense. Okay, let me just have a little look over here. I know that I'm pulled to Alexandra, so I'm just going to go to Alexandra. Hello, darling. It's so lovely. I keep seeing your little messages as when I'm on. So let me just have a look for you, Alexandra. Oh, Alexandra, what comes in for you? More than anything, it's a real time for self-care. You know, it feels like you've taken a lot on and you may have to really start delegating a little bit. If that makes sense to you, darling. I don't know whether you do relate to that, Alexandra, because it just feels like now it's time to, or, you know, if you can delegate, if you can lighten your load, you don't have to do everything and you've got nothing to prove to anyone. You've got to put yourself first, after yourself. You need to rest when you need to, you know, when your body's telling you to. I got too excited then, not my desk. So yeah, giving far too much. So it is this boundaries. It's also it feels like you just need to bring a little bit more stability into your life. Perhaps that's getting grounded so you're not so pushed by energy and thoughts, but it is about taking some time out for you, so you can get more balance in your life. The cards, this is like being overwhelmed with things and having too many burdens, too much going on, and this is perhaps your energy gets a little bit too zapped. So this comes in by doing so you get really on this path of success. This is the Nine of Cups, so there's a lot of happiness there, lots of happiness. But for me, the Nine of Cups also is about putting yourself, again, if you have any extra money coming in, it's like treat yourself before others. It's about seeing the magic within yourself and loving yourself and giving yourself as much as you give to other people. Okay, so I hope that makes sense to you, Alexandra, sorry. Okay. The people that I'm coming on late, I know it's difficult because we've got so many different time zones, and sometimes thanks here are brilliant, Alexandra. I'm glad you could take that. Yeah, because I'm in Spain, so I'm an hour ahead of UK. So sometimes it comes up I'm coming on at 7, sometimes 6. So it is difficult, but just keep your eyes on the notifications and pop on whenever, you know, hopefully you'll catch me. I will start coming on more regularly, and so you should get the notifications. And if you want to go and join the full moon ritual, you can replay. Okay, you can fast forward it when you get bored of me. Okay, let me just see who else I've got. If anybody else wants a card, just put something in the comments. If you've got a question, if not, I'll just do a general, just one card. But I'm going to come to Berman Donna in a second, and I'm just drawn to Andrea Gregor. What's the most important? What is most important to focus on? Spiritual path. Okay, let's just see what comes up. Do you see that? I've got one card really sticking out there. What is it? Oh, there was lots. Okay, first of all, I feel it's really, I feel like saying to you, Adria, it's a little bit about self-doubt. So don't doubt yourself, because I feel you've been doubted. So it's like, don't worry, because the path is opening up to you. Don't resist the changes, because you're really going to step into your power. Be careful that you're not weighed down by carrying other people, because sometimes people are a little bit too faced, if that would make sense to you. So what to focus on is really yourself. I'm being shown quite clearly here you're right on the right pathway. So it's like, oh, I hate this camera, it's back to climb up that ladder to this perfectly sort of new beginnings, new start, and accept this spiritual growth. Know that your prayers and your messages are being answered, and then you're going to really step into this fantastic card. But you know, today we were saying sometimes we don't own our energy, that sometimes we have blocks, and I know you said I do, but this is also saying perhaps not as much as you should, you know, that, because I feel like giving you big shove up. Step into this fantastic energy and really owning it and going through the change. And also what I was quite aware of is that these are the other two cards that popped out. Can you see here? It's actually the Six of Swords, but can you see she's carrying people? And it just feels like you're... yes, you've had to fight your way forward, and perhaps you've been carrying your family or friends or people that have needed you to carry them, but now they don't need carrying. So just, it feels like this card, the Three of Cups, which is usually a really pleasant card, it's really a beautiful card, but I just feel I'm drawn towards like they've got masks on, you know, so just makes me feel sometimes you may be giving a lot, and sometimes people are maybe taking advantage, if that makes sense to you. Just know in the comments. Keely Bowen, that's lovely. That, I'm glad that helped you. That's brilliant. Okay, I hear haha. I hear you laughing, Andrea. Haha, yes, yes. Where are you gone? I can't see your comments. Yes, very helpful. Brilliant. I hope that makes sense to you. Okay, I'm so glad that makes sense to you. Okay, where was I? I was going to go to Donna. Donna, are you still there? Oh, Donna. Oh, where's she gone? Where is she? I was drawn towards you. Where are you? Beaumont Donna, are you still there, darling? Because I was just going to pull a card for you if you're still there. Yes, you are. Did you have a question? If not, I'm just going to throw a couple of cards down, Donna, and see what comes up for you. Okay, Donna. Woo. Okay, I'm finding it difficult to shuffle, so I feel that there's quite a bit of, would that be right? There's a little bit of chaotic energy around. It feels like you may be moving there, a little bit disjointed, going here and then, you know, so there's that comes up for you. I'll reach out to you afterwards and after this and give you validation. That's lovely. Thank you. That's great. Okay, so you know, again, I feel a little bit of resistant energy. So did you feel that it just feels like things are going really good, but then you pull back? Things are really good, and then you pull back. So I do feel there's a really good period coming in your life. I do feel a good financial security period coming in your life. But I almost feel like saying what prevents you opening up and really enjoying that energy is that now I know this has come up in other people's reading, and it's something we do, especially as empaths or mums or dads or just people. We tend to do it, and I know it's very harsh to say, and I'm my own worst enemy in this as well, but it's like sometimes our path can be blocked because we take too much on for other people. So it's like, yes, help others, give others and help them, but also save energy for yourself, and don't carry people all the time. Help them, sometimes that weight is just too much and it can stop you. So I feel like saying, yes, things are good. I've got the Ten of Pentacles, so this is a lovely family card, financial card, but I also feel like saying, to get to that space, you've also got to remember to put yourself first, and there is that self-love. Make sure you're cherishing and nurturing yourself. I'm really drawn to the cup here, and it's like, we can't drink from an empty cup. What's that saying? You can't give thing I'm looking for. So it is all about really getting into that place that things will be a lot better for you if you really take care of yourself first, and then you will feel more confident, because I almost feel like you're on the edge of doing things, of making decisions, of making that step going forward, if that makes sense to you. And I feel like saying, you just have to believe a lot more in yourself and step into your manifesting stage, if that makes sense to you, and that way the blocks will go. So really go into this full moon energy that we've just done, or watch the replay if it comes on if you didn't do it, but release things that are holding you back, focus on your self-love, and you'll really step into that sort of manifesting. Okay, so I've come to the end of my readings. I hope I'm sorry I'm sorry. Oh, see, you came on I'm sorry. Yeah, a few people have come on. Yeah, and it's so lovely to see you, but I really have to go at 8, so I have to go. What a shame. It's lovely to see you all on here. Wish but I will come on. I've lost my guardian angel to spirit. They will be full of light, my darling Keely. You're more than welcome, and I hope that resonated with you, Donna, in Instagram. But yes, welcome. Thank you, Selena. It really does make so much sense. Brilliant. I'm so pleased. I will come on next week, so check where I am. If you want the worksheet for the full moon, for the new moon on the 6th of, God, what month are we? October. Oh my God, this year's, get in touch with me or go to my website, selenajoyloveit.com, and put your name in, and I'll send the worksheets out to you with the newsletters. Check in with me next week. If not, I shall be on the 6th. Okay. Oh, Max, see you soon. 2 weeks time, counting the days. Take care, my lovely. Many blessings. Bye-bye, everybody. I can't turn you off. And it's been so lovely to connect. Oh, classic. Please people now that are coming on, this person who's coming on has nothing to do with me, and now they're going to ask you to inbox them for a reading. This is why we're actually making this Infinite Soul Circle. So we go into a private forum that is like Facebook, but it's away from people that sort of try to scam you or reach out to you. So please inbox you for readings, and I will not inbox you to say that I have a message for you. Okay, so please be careful, and I shall see you next week, same time next week, and on the 6th. Many blessings. Thank you so much for joining me.